As epic as they sound, this is clearly a band that knows how to use their music to tell a story, even before taking the lyrics into consideration. The dark and brutal black metal screaming complements the amazing guitar work and helps paint what feels like an epic in music form. The tracks feel ancient, but in a good way, invoking tales of yore and inviting mental images of black forests and ethereal monsters. Track 1 starts off with giving us some creepy sounds like the corrupted soundtrack to a horror film. The track quickly shifts, however, into black metal that, to my pleasant surprise, does not sound shit. Mountain Magic still has the familiar vocal style of black metal, and notably holds back a little on the production quality, but not to the extent that other raw black metal albums do. Rather, this feels less like a joke and more an attempt to help build the macabre, almost nostalgic horror vibe that this album appears to be aiming for. The use of melody and deliberately simplistic styles and Spirit of Lightning surprisingly work very well, and pay off all the more as you realize that the song is written a lot better than first impressions would suggest. Features good guitars and enough variety to be worth lasting the full 6 minutes. Through Eternal Fields produces an almost ethereal sound that toys with different levels of intensity and pace, while Primal Chasm, Gift of Fire, builds as the song progresses, each of them featuring an excellent use of heavy guitars and black metal guttural wails. After that, Underworld Aurora and Masters of Rain and Storm speed things up, turn it down, and change up the use of the atmospheric noises and synth to deliver different feelings to that of the prior tracks, instead giving off feelings of an undead abyssal cold in the former's case. Masters of Rain and Storm is a 10-minute adventure, a story broken up into distinct parts as the style, pace, tone, and even instruments are broken up into different phases in this tale of some mythical figure. Yesterday is a softer instrumental piece that doesn't have much in the way of metal, but is still very nice and does well to break up the pacing in what would normally be a close to the album. However, as this release culminates in a bonus track, Skyclad Passage, it acts as more of a transitory track instead. The bonus track, on the other hand, feels more like an experiment than a song. While not unpleasant to listen to, it's not something I'd normally pick out if I were in the mood for some dark metal. It feels like the album equivalent of the music they play at the end of concerts while everyone clears out. Not bad, but not what we're here for, and almost feels like a formality. Nonetheless, the ending pieces carry value artistically, if not as individual tracks. And as far as this album goes, I definitely recommend it if you enjoy a bit of fantasy with your metal, but make sure you have the stomach for it.